Hello everyone, welcome back to Sky Revolutions. In the last couple episodes, we've been getting some resource generation, and in the last episode, we got a few of these machines running. But then I hit a snag in the quest book, because I want to get EMC going. But in order to get the Philosopher's Stone, we have to go through Botania, because we need, if it'll let me click it, Dragon Stones, which need a bunch of Botania stuff. So we got diamonds at the end of last episode. So now we're going to go ahead and go to our brand new Botania Island and look at what Botania has for us in this pack. It should be a quick run through. I'm pretty much going to get through all Botania this episode or next episode, I'm pretty sure, including making an infinite, like a semi-automatic infinite mana generation setup. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so to start, we have these mana pools over here that have mana in them that I would like to transfer to the island over there. So we want to make a mana tablet. But first, we kind of need a mana pearl, which needs an ender pearl, which we can get from dropping a gas tier on an alchemy catalyst mana pool, which we can get the gas tier from iron nugget on a blaze mesh. So we do this stuff. So here's our blaze mesh one. Should be, there's our gas tiers. And apparently this takes a lot more mana than I thought it did. Either way, let's use this mana pool for some mana pearls. We can also drop iron, diamonds, and lapis and stuff. So, iron turns to mana steel. Diamonds turn to... Oh, we don't have enough mana in there. Let's make 8 for now. Diamonds turn to mana diamonds. Lapis turns to mana lapis. And I think that this amount we have here is like all we need for the entire pack. There's not that many recipes that use it. There's this that uses 3 blocks of elven lapis, and then the structure this takes up also uses 4. So that's pretty much all the lapis we'll need. If you drop glass into one of these, you get mana glass, and if you drop glowstone or redstone and stuff like that, nope, not that one. You get mana powder. So it kind of looks like we Wait, what? Move not supported recipes in this container. What do you mean not supported in this container? Okay, whatever. What living rock? So we're making a mana tablet, which we can then take our wand, which is here somewhere. If I'm not blind, there. And we can look at these in bind mode and go, okay, so the arrow is pointing from the mana tablet. So if we shift right click it, now we can extract from the mana pool. And I'm pretty sure all these have just about 0 mana in them. So this will be a very quick process. Yeah, okay. And now we can move all the stuff over to the other island. Okay, so the first thing I want to craft over here, not that, is this mana seer monocle. Which we can then put in our charm slot in the baubles. And it's not really useful right this second for what we're working on here. But if I get like a endoflame, then it'll show us like the range of the pickup for that. So that just gives us a little more information for the mod. Now, to get mana to these, there's these sparks. Sparks basically connect the network of mana pools, and they're going to be how we get our mana to the terrestrial agglomeration plate. So, to make a spark, actually, we need some stuff in here. To make a spark, we are going to need about 42 yellows. Let's go for a few of those. We're going to need petals, and then we can go here, and here, and here, and there. So we got some sparks. Do I already have sparks somewhere? Yep, got some in here. Okay, so we can just put these on all the mana pools. They won't extract by default automatically. We'll put in there, we'll put in there. Get the perfect amount. Okay. They need a thing to actually like automatically extract. So the recessive, so there's all these augments for sparks. If I look up spark, if I can do it right. So the dispersive spark will, I believe, spread mana to like your inventory. So if you have mana tablets and stuff, it'll fill those up. The dominant will pull from all the other mana pools with sparks on them into the mana pool it's on. The recessive will push any mana in that mana pool to other mana pools. And the isolated doesn't count inside the network of other things in case you want to have a... Actually, I don't know what the use case is for that, but I'm sure there's a use case where you don't want to have your sparks be connected to other sparks. Anyway, how we progress in this mod, we need to generate a bunch of mana. And like we saw previously, there's the lotuses. The blacker lotus gives us a lot of pretty good amount of mana. Unfortunately, actually, let me go grab some HOP graphite dust and I'll be right back. Okay, so I believe it's in, yes, it's in this one here. So we can make sure we have set to extract from the mana tablets. If I can throw it properly. And, okay, it takes a very little to do that. And we have a lot more mana than we're going to need. So, just to jumpstart this, we're going to have a few here. You know, I don't actually know which mana pools we're going to need stuff from. So, we need a little bit of mana in each one we want to do this in. So, let's take a very little bit out of there. Put it in there. And then do it again. And drop it in here. So now we have a mana pool with grass underneath it, a mana pool with whatever this catalyst is, and a mana pool with the blaze mesh underneath it. So, hold on to this for later. So, now we want to make this terrestrial agglomeration plate, which I'm pretty sure we have everything for. We need to make a block of mana steel. And you know what? I don't know if we have lapis right there. So I was gonna say I don't know if we have enough lapis for this in the system, but we do. So if we go and put that there, and then we have this structure over here, which is blocks of lapis and living rock. We place that right there, and we put a spark on it. We're not using this spark right now, so let's shift right click, place that spark there, and then if we take a mana diamond, a mana steel ingot, and a mana pearl. And we drop all of them on there. It will take about half a mana pool's worth of mana between all of the sparks. The more mana pools with sparks you have on it, the fastest it goes. And did we run out of all our mana? Uh-oh. Alright, I guess I have to generate some more mana. I'll be right back. Okay, I temporarily set up some of our endo flames. While we're waiting for this setup over here, which will be our semi-automatic mana production facility. Should be pretty close to done. Don't tell me we're just short. Make another stack of planks, I guess. Or a few. Drop them on here. And as you can see, these are all within the range of picking up on that block. I believe the range on these is a radius of 3. It's like itself 1, 2, 3. Guess that's a radius of 4. Anyway, should be just about done here. Come on. Oh, do I have to do another cycle? Hello. Oh, we can give it a boost here. If we remove the spark. There we go. There's our boost. Just a little boost. Hopefully to get us going faster. Not quite fast enough, though. Okay, hopefully those last two blacker lotuses did it, because, yep, there we go. Terra steel. Alright, so that's that. I want to make a greater band of magnetization. It's pretty simple, it's just crafting, so I'll make that probably off camera when I have more terra steel. For this terra steel, though, we want to make this Elven Gateway portal. Although, probably want even more mana generation before we do that. Here's what I'm going to do. Have these running for now. So we need 3 of one type of block and 1 of another type of block. So we need 3 of the glimmering living wood. And we need 1 Elven Gateway core, which needs these terra steel nuggets. Then we need 2 mana pools with these nature pylons on. 1 and 2. And I think we can make... can we make this too? Yes. Okay, cool. And there's our nature pylons. So we need it within a certain range of this section. This is just living wood that's already placed here. I don't know what the range is for these exactly. I do know that I want sparks on them. I'm pretty sure this is definitely close enough. So put that there. We put the sparks there. Then we're gonna put the nature pylons on there. And I think you can kind of see the spark move. Or is it still where it was? Nope, still where it was. Okay. Okay, we're gonna want some mana in each of these pools here. That doesn't really work that well. We're gonna want a decent amount of mana in both these pools. So we might end up just dumping a Blacker Lotus in in each one. Yeah, I really should have done some more HOP graphite between episodes. I'll go do it now, I guess. And then we'll fill this up a decent amount. Because it doesn't take a lot to start the portal. But we're going to be doing quite a bit of crafting, so having an excess of mana is going to be good. So I'll be back when I have a bunch of Blacker Lotus. I don't know how much. Okay, it is kind of nice to just be able to like throw a stack of coal in here. Twice, because it only does 37 at a time. And have a stack of coal coke that you can grind down to eventually become HP graphite to supercharge all your mana pools. I didn't mean to throw all those. Oh well. That's fine. I think this should work now. Cool. And I think this mana pool doesn't actually need anything if this one has that much, but we shall see, I suppose. So there's a few things we want. Dream Rock. I believe the Dreaming mana pool, yeah, 2 mana pools in 1 block, so they have double the mana storage of a normal mana pool. The Elven Altar, I think, is just a runic altar that's cheaper. I think the recipes are cheaper or something like that. I don't actually know. Elementium is just another ingot type. It makes actually pretty decent armor and tools, I think. Anyway, Dreamwood, used for some stuff like apparently it's used in all the wood crafting recipes. But what I actually care about is the mana spreaders. So that's that, which also has Elementum. Dragonstone, which is kind of what this episode's for. Pixie Dust. Ooh, we don't have Local Valence Dust yet. Okay, so not Pixie Dust yet. Interesting. So I was hoping to have that for this recessive spark. I think that's fine. I think I can... You know what? I think making the pulverizer is not too crazy. We've made everything needed for it. So yeah, we'll make the pulverizer. We'll get the pixie dust. And Elven Lapis, we've already talked about it. We only need like 7 blocks of it for the whole thing. Yeah, I was really thinking... I guess I just didn't look at this recipe. Anyway, so what did I say? Rock. Let's just do a stack of this actually. Or half a stack for now. Then we needed mana steel. Which we have here. One of this lapis stuff. How much lapis do I need still though? I think this should do it. Like that. Okay. And then... Cool. Okay, so that's that done. Mana diamond for Dragonstone. That's that done. 2 mana steel for 1 Elementium. And then we'll drop that all in there. Then we need living wood as well, which we can throw in there. So that's that done and that done. Now, to progress through this whole... Oh, not that quest line. This quest line. Oh, what did I not have? 8 living wood? Did I not just have 8 living wood in my inventory? What's the keybind? Okay, there we go. Yeah, that just unlocked like every quest we have. But yeah, to get through this, we need Gaia spirits, which means we need a beacon. Which means we need to kill a wither, which I kind of want to do in a compact machine, because then I'm not worrying about destroying my land here. So it's pretty easy to make one, except for you need polished deep slate. Just to get polished deep slate, you need cobbled deep slate. And a cobbled deep slate, you can do endstone on a pure daisy, or you can just break deep slate, which you can get from the pebbles from sifting or sieving dirt, or there was another way I thought. Oh yeah, that's right. We have this process here. So to get it, you need to drop calcite in a mana pool with an alchemy catalyst. To get calcite, you can drop tough in an alchemy catalyst mana pool. To get tough, you can drop limestone in a mana pool, and to get limestone, you can drop andesite to get 4 with a blaze mesh. So let's get some andesite, and then let's drop that in here. Then let's drop that. Doesn't matter. Then let's drop that in here. And drop that in here. And then we can place and break this, and then that's how we get our deep slate. Nice and easy. Yeah. There's our cobble deep slate, which we can now turn into... oh, wait, we can do this first. Maybe. If I can figure out how to exist. Okay, and then we turn that into these. Then we can turn that into... Got an iron block. If I could spell. We've got plenty of iron blocks. Anyway, I'll show you that in a minute. First, well, we're going to craft some of this stuff, so... Oh, we need terra steel for that. Okay, we're not making that. Let's do pearl for now, because that's cheaper currently. And then like this to get our elven altar. And then let's get, can't really make that right now. Okay, so let's make some pixie dust. So we need low covalence dust, which needs alchemy catalyst with a pulverizer. Pulverizer, we can craft. Alchemy catalyst, we've already crafted. Okay, I'll be back when I have a few alchemy catalysts and a pulverizer set up. Okay, here we have our pulverizer and its temporary setup, which... Oh, that's going to be very slow. I think we're using less than we're making right now. Yeah, 20 RF tick, so... Anyway, there's our first look, covalence dust. We can now go hop over to this other island to turn it into pixie dust. And... Pixie dust. Alright, cool. Now I want to use the first pixie dust to make this, but of course, I'm still missing a step. I need to make runes. So runes are made in this altar over here. The elven altar, or the altar it's made from. Either one's fine, I believe. And so if we put a mana spreader there, make sure it's linked there. Okay. So the way this works is basically drop a bunch of items onto this thing, and then you give it some mana, and then you drop a living rock on it. Let's grab one of those, or a stack. And I may have some of these things prepared already. So first we'll do this, and I'll show you how it goes. So as you can see, there's kind of a circle going around that rune on the right hand side there. And then we drop a living rock and hit it with the wand, and that gives us runes of water. And just like other Botania crafting things, if you right click with an empty hand, you can basically repeat the last craft. So I'm making... Oh, that's not what I want to do. Making... That's not what I want to do either. Man, it is... Well, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, yeah, so we're going to do that for this. This is the fire runes. This is the earth runes. And this is the air runes. And then these are the second tier runes. We'll get to that when we get to that. The one thing I think we haven't done yet is getting mushrooms. To get mushrooms, I got it from the mushroom blocks. I don't know if there's a different way to get them. Which is witch water in a barrel with a brown mushroom block, which is witch water in a barrel with the mycelium spores. The way to get witch water is to place your barrel on top of mycelium, and the water will slowly transform into that. I don't know if we've gone over that or not yet. I think we have. Yeah, that's the only thing I haven't gotten, like on camera. And then we made cakes. Got eggs from chickens over here that spawned on this island. Got milk from cows. Yeah. So that's how we got all that. But yeah, we'll be back when we have all the tier 1 runes are done. Okay, so the tier 2 runes are interesting because they take the tier 1 runes and some other stuff. So this one's going to take fire, water, oh, so let's see. Let's grab 1 water, 1 fire. So we do this, and then 3 saplings, and that. And then we get our rune of summer, I think this one is. I didn't really read it before I did this. And then it gives us back the runes we used. So when you use runes on this runic altar, or the elven altar, in this case, it gives you runes back every time. So you can basically craft as many second and third tier runes as you want for free. And then if you look, got, oh, this is the summer one, which is going to be air and earth. And then we have autumn and winter. To get the snow, I did have to, I'm going to grab a bucket out here. I did have to use these pure daisies. And if you put water around a pure daisy, it will turn into snow. Then you break that with the shovel. Then you can craft that into snow block. But the water will wash away the pure daisy if it's not a floating variant. So, just usually the way people do it is just put it on a corner. That being said, now I'll get through all our tier 2 runes, and then we'll be back. Okay, so I got 4 of all the tier 1 runes and 2 of all the tier 2 runes. To get tier 3 runes, it's pretty simple. Just a tier 1 and a tier 2 rune with 2 mana diamonds, different for each of the 7 deadly sins. And then there's also this rune of mana that I actually didn't make because I forgot. So let's make a couple of those. And those are pretty easy. Just 1 of these and 5 of these. Same process as all the other tier 1 runes. And then there's these specialty runes. The rune of teleportation, which is a rune of mana and an ender pearl. And the rune of energy, which is a fire and air with 2 mana diamonds and 2 redstone. I'm pretty sure both of these are used for things we want. Yeah. The flux mana, or mana flux field is going to be how we generate a lot of our power for now. And then the teleportation rune gives us, oh, the Gaia agglomeration plate. So yeah. Oh, we don't have any mana in here. Not ideal. It won't matter. We'll get to that later. For now, we have a pixie dust, so we can make our spark augment with the earth rune. In crafting, they are going to be used up, but that's fine. That's why I made some extras, and I can make as many tier 2 runes as I want before then. Okay, so let's work on this setup now before we set that up. So that's what this chest is going to be for. So we got a bunch of stuff here. Here's what we're going to start with. We're going to start by looking at this mana pool. We're going to, in subtract mode, read from that. We're going to put a composter here with 1 level of things. Okay, well, that was faster than I thought it would be. And that's going to point into a redstone link from create. It doesn't matter what this is. We'll just set it to be both of those. That redstone link will connect to a hopper on top of an open crate. Like so. In receiving mode. So whenever this is getting power, so whenever this, so this redstone comparator has a power of 1. So if this is full, more full than 1/15 of the way up, this will be on, therefore powering this, meaning not to drop anything from here. The open crate basically drops straight down whatever is injected into it. And we're going to be putting our blacker lotuses in here. So if we have that on, then we want to do some other stuff. So we're going to use some observers and stuff from vanilla. So first, we got our pulse mana spreader. We're going to put against this diluted mana pool with a messenger lens. The messenger lens lets you, basically it minimizes the amount of mana that's used when, the words are hard. It minimizes the amount of mana shot. So it's basically just used for like using mana in the way we're about to use it. Which is to trigger a hovering hourglass with 1 sand in it, which I don't have. I'll be right back. Okay, 1 sand in the hovering hourglass. A pulse of mana will create that to turn off, or cause that to turn off. We have this aim just so it passes past this observer. This other observer, let me pull up my picture real quick. This other observer will be right here, facing into this block, which will have a comparator and subtract mode with a redstone torch and a redstone dust facing into it. So basically, if this is ever full, that'll also trigger this to turn off. Mana spreader here, basically triggering it. So whenever there's oh wait, that's supposed to be a, these are supposed to both be the pulse spreaders. My bad. Ideally this will have a potency lens. I don't know if I can make it though. Oh, sure can. Okay, so the lenses on the things give it different effects. The lens we're making now is the potency lens, which makes it so every mana shot is more powerful, more potent. Basically means that more mana will be transferred automatically. And so every 1 second, because the hovering hourglass has 1 sand in it, which means 1 second tick, this will shoot mana into this pool. And then we'll put this recessive spark on here, which will spread it to all these mana pools, this diluted mana pool, these mana pools, everything with the spark. And this one does not have a spark. Now the reason we want this to make sure this always has mana in it is because we want to be dumping blacker lotuses in here. So that's why I have this subtract mode. This basically checks to make sure there's always going to be 1/15 of a mana pool in here. And that is our automatic thing. We can just put as many blacker lotuses in here, and they'll just drop whenever there's mana. If there's no blacker lotuses, that's no problem. This will just stop. And yeah, that's how we're going to be generating infinite mana for the time being. So if we get some more of these blacker lotuses here, and we throw them in here, 1 dropped in there, which seems to be backwards for some reason. Sorry, we can just do this. Give it a quick pulse, and that will get it going again on the right settings. Now that we have more mana. I think it was accidentally backwards before, but we fixed it. So yeah, this fills up with basically full, because this is a power 15. This will change states, which makes the observer trigger this. Then if it goes below, this changes states again, which makes the observer trigger this again, which makes it restart. So it's a nice cycle here. I think there's a lot of options we could use for a pulse of 1, or for a comparative outread of 1, but this is what I found worked. So I originally was going to have a whole setup with my machines over here, like turning everything into, like going straight from coal, duplicating it with the conjuration catalysts, and then shooting it off into the machines, which would then, or okay, technically putting it here to get coal coke, then going to the machines to break it apart, then combining it in the squeezer, and then dropping it in a mana pool. That was all complex, and I was like, oh, you know, I can just do this semi-automatically and just make sure I always have some blacker lotus in here when I'm using mana. Let's see, so that's that done. That done. I think next episode we're gonna go ahead and end up fighting the Gaia Guardian, because that's like the only other thing we have that really progresses us through Botania. As far as I know, like, that's gonna be the end of Botania. Like, we'll have access to everything once we have access to that. Oh, and this is done. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you like the video, hit the like button down below. Or support channel. If you want to see more of this content or upcoming Botania only series or some other series that I'm planning on doing, hit the subscribe button down below. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.